Welcome back for this update. We're going to try to get a roof on top of the church and get that put together today. I've had a little bit of a distraction. It's kind of slowed me up a little bit. I think you can remember the box that I received in the last video. And we had to assemble a 3D printer, and a bit of a learning curve there. And then with a few modifications and a couple of little bit of upgrades to clean the wiring up, this is what you come up with. So it's good. You can do your design work. End scale, it's a little bit small. Once again, we have to get our microscopes out and look at the parts that we're dealing with. But I have managed to get some parts out. And here I'm printing out, I'll speed this up a bit, and I'm printing out a cylinder tank for this. Quite a bit in the quality for a 3D printer is the print speed. Of course, the slower you go, the better print you get, and a few other things that you can kind of customize and detail in the program when you get ready to load it into your 3D printer. Will make it come out a bit better. But we were able to do a drinking tank for the cattle, and also some cylinders, oxygen settling. Going to print some of those up. So that's kind of what I've been working on, and having some fun with that. But let's get over and try to get that roof on the church. Just a couple little last things on the 3D printer. The one thing I wanted was some oxygen settling. Make small pieces for the layout, barrels, crates. Started with the oxygen settling, and a little bit of a learning experience. Built the individual ones, painted them up. Found out it was very hard to glue those together. So I said, why not just marry them together? So we designed that one real quick, and then we painted those up. So now we have some oxygen settling. We also did a bell real quick. You'll see that when we do get ready to put that in the church steeple. So we'll put that one in. But just the other day in the mail, my shingles came in from CGLaser. And very nice. I ordered the roof cap. One thing I was wondering was how much of an area do I buy one, or do I order just one? Is that going to be enough to cover the church? Well, they say 32 square inches, and that's really very large. They're laser cut, and there's actually 2 of these sheets. So we can cover a lot of area with one package. So if you have a chance, look up CGLaser. They also have kits, and I was very surprised when I got the box. He told me that he was going to send a little something for me to review, and sent a very nice car repair shop. This is going to be for another video. We're going to put that together and look at that. So I'm very excited for this one. So let's get that roof on the church and get that built. Okay, I have the 2 items that they supply for the roof, and before I actually attach those, I'm going to go on the underside and put a color underneath there. I'm going to use a light gray to go underneath there. And then we will attach those and install the roof. Okay, I've done a couple of things since our last visit here. I've attached the roofs to the steeple portion, working on that a bit, getting the first side of the roof on. What I had was this was slightly warped, so I had to kind of hold it. And to make sure that it's sealed okay, I put a piece of it's a 1/16 inch spruce in there, birch, and just to help it make sure that that would seal correctly, because I had to hold that in and press in on that. Also on the roof, I actually took it and made some light lines going across here, so when I lay the shingles down I can make sure I keep a straight line and don't get them crooked. One thing that helped, I happened to make a little something with the 3D printer there, just a little square so I can do that quick and easy, so I made a couple of those. So we're going to get ready and put this one on, and then we'll be ready to start putting the shingles on, steeple up on top, and we'll kind of go from there. So let me get this roof glued on here, and we'll come back and start putting some shingles. Okay, it's time to hang the bell in there, and I've just got some brown thread, the bell, and I already threaded it through there. That only took about a half hour to do. So the upper part of the steeple contains that. I'll cut this off here, and I will twist that up a bit. Really didn't take much thread, I just wanted something. And I've put a small hole in here. Actually, I probably should have made it a little bit smaller, but going to try to feed this line up through. Well, I got lucky on that one. And we can hang this in here. And we'll... So what I'm going to do is take a little small dab of glue and put in that hole, and then stuff a toothpick in it. And here's the bell inside that upper part of the steeple. With the toothpick there, we'll cut that off after it completely dries. And I have gone ahead and I have glued the first part of the steeple onto the roof. Then I'm going to take a little bit of black paint and just touch up underneath here, so when the shingles go on that you won't see any type of a line in there. But we'll get started on that as soon as that dry sets up. Okay, we've got the bell portion of the steeple. Took the top of that off. Got that ready to go. I took a little bit of flat black and painted in around, so if we don't get the shingles quite up there, we won't have any visible sign of that. And then the shingles, they first recommend cutting it lengthways and then taking what you need to put on for your roof. I've got one cut. I'll probably cut a couple more. They recommend that you apply these with white glue. Tweezers, not quite sure exactly what's going to work best, but got a couple pairs of tweezers out here. So we will cut some shingles and get ready to apply them. Kind of a lesson learned as I've been working away at it here. Instead of trying to cut them exactly to size, I just lay it up there and I cut a couple extra shingles. Don't try to save on it. You're probably going to have plenty more than enough to do your project. But then as you lay it down on there, you can kind of maneuver it back and forth exactly where you want. I find by kind of watching it over here where I want to get it on that shingle, holding it with the white glue on there, and then work my way across, make sure it's all the way. Now this side will be quite a bit longer. I have a pair of surgical scissors here. I'm not sure where I got them at, but very sharp. And I've actually found then by going back and trimming off on either side gives you the proper, about the right overhang on it. So kind of my lesson that after laying about 5 strips of shingles on there. I think I came up with a little bit better way, making it easier. Okay, I've got half of the shingles on. Turned out fairly nice. We'll get the other half done. The ridge cap, I'm not quite sure. The pieces they give are extremely small. I may have to improvise there a bit. And I will say, ballasting or a root canal, I may take either one of those before doing this again. This is about 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours worth of work. Got all the shingles finally on the church, and it came out very nice. Let's see if I can. Okay, kind of brings this part of the church project not to a close. I haven't quite decided yet what I'm going to do. This is not going to fit onto my layout. Just the size, I got in the kit, decided I wanted to put it together, but it didn't quite go in where I had my older church at. So this is 2 inches by 4 inches. If it fits on your layout, you might let me know, and I'll have to do some consideration of where it may go. I may try to put some pews and stuff inside, but we'll see. I'm not guaranteeing that that portion of it. Next couple projects I got coming up, the car shop, we're going to assemble that, put that together, review it, and then also some signaling on my layout. Shout out to DIY Digital Railroad. Does a lot with Arduino, which I'm a fan of, and does scenery and all other types of stuff on his channel too. So tune in and watch him. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you'll join us again here. Do the subscribe thing, ring the bell, all that, and you have a great day. Thank you for watching.